Okay, here we go, everybody. Very, very excited. All right. Now, if you missed it earlier, everybody, again, I got a big announcement. I'm going to be live on Bethesda's channel for the Nuka World update. That's right, on their Twitch channel. Pretty cool, right? I was on there about a month or so ago as well. They had technical problems, so they invited me back for the Nuka World release. It's going to be Wednesday, December 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm taking a couple of my crew with me as well. Now, again, if you did add me to friends in Fallout 76, you got to let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I will not know who that is, and I will just deny it. So feel free to let me know if you did add me in Fallout 76 when I'm playing. I usually play 1 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then also usually around 10 or 11 p.m. on Thursday nights. So tomorrow night we'll be back, and also tomorrow during the day we'll be back with some 76. Now, what we did is we started a new vault for my 52nd birthday, everybody, and it is called Vault 52 right here. But my Vault 45, which I started basically June 14th of 2015. That's 2,700 real-life days that this vault has been running. And I have been playing it on and off that entire time. So we're going to take a little peek into Vault 45 here. It is massively built up, everybody. I literally hundreds and hundreds of resources in here. And it's a little hard to manage on the iPad because when you're trying to rename stuff and you're trying to get all your dwellers organized and all that, it's a little tough. So I've managed to figure out how to get it over from the iPad onto Steam. So now this is it right here. And you're like, well, kiddo, that's not too impressive. Well, you might want to look at the, pretty big vault going on there. Pretty sweet going on. The other thing you might notice is that my people are in power armor. In fact, I got so much power armor. Oh, I forgot to turn the sound back on. Let me turn the sound back. Oh, wait, hold on. I hear 76 still in the background. Hold on. What I do is I go hide my little shelter there. There we go. What I do is, of course, I have everybody in power armor. In fact, I have so many power armors, I have like a backlog of them. Right now, I have, let's see, 27 Mark 6 power armors. And that's because I've played for 7 years, everybody, on and off. And I don't buy stuff in the store. I don't buy boxes and stuff like that. I think when Mr. Handy came out, we bought Mr. Handy box of a couple Mr. Handys. I think that's all I've ever bought in there because I like to see if you can play it without having to buy that stuff. No, I don't mind supporting them. I think cosmetic things are just fine in games, and it keeps the game going, keeps the content coming for the game as well. Right now, I'm working on legendary stuff for each and every one of my peeps, and they're over here doing their thing. Oh, mole rat going in. So they're over here doing their stuff. Now, of course, we got different peeps doing different things. We got a legendary guy there. We got some quest peeps right there ready to do their questing. And these guys over here are currently making a Dragon's Maw, which is one of the top 2 items in the game. The Dragon Maw is one, and then the other one is the MIRV, which is an AoE weapon. Now, in my vault door, I always like to have a combination of both an AoE weapon and a single attack weapon, which is the Dragon Maw. This is my my second favorite weapon, by the way, just because it looks cool. Number one, my actual favorite weapon in the Fallout franchise is the Overseer's Guardian. And when you get the Overseer's Guardian, especially if you get it early levels, and you'll see me do it this December, everybody, I'll go in. I'll even show you how to save 1,000 caps on it, too, how to save some money as well. But the second I get that Overseer's Guardian, I've already won the game. I've already won it. That's it. Level 5. Already won the game. That's it. Because everything that comes in my way is going to get annihilated. There you go. Hopefully it also has a transfer save option like Skyrim Anniversary, because my Fallout 4 PS4 save is years old and pretty much 100%. Yeah, hopefully they do. Hopefully they have like a transfer option. That would be awesome. That would be amazing. That's a good idea. I would send that into them, because they're working on it right now, I'm sure. So sending that into them would be a real smart idea, I think. There we go. So I assume the season, yes, it's going to end in December. So I would get busy, Heraluda. That's what I've tried to do. I'm so far behind everybody because, I miss some of them. So this vault right here, by the way, is one of these vaults that I built up so much that I can literally just let it run for days. Like you can see, this person's been out there for 2 hours, but the other people that are coming back, and they've been coming back for a full day, they still got 8 hours left. So sometimes they'll go out for 3 or 4 days at this level, and then basically you just come back 3 or 4 days, you click them, and then they take 2 more days to come back. And then I get all their loot, and then I send them back out again. So at this level of a shelter, you don't have that much really interaction. Now, one of the things that I like to do is build mega dwellers. One of the hardest things to do in Fallout Shelter, and that is to take level 1 peeps and level every one of their stats to maximum and keep them at level 1, because it's very hard, because they get a little bit of XP, boom, they go right to level 2, and then I consider them no longer a mega dweller. Now, why would I do that in the first place? Well, you really only need to do it with endurance, because endurance will allow you to get more hit points for your dweller as they level up. But I like to take it to a whole nother level and try to do the hardest thing in the game, which is, of course, to get them all to max levels, and then they become what I call mega dwellers. Now, I actually have several mega dwellers in here in my list. Now, I actually have certain naming conventions, which we'll talk about when I start the new vault. But I have certain naming conventions that I use, and if you see an @ symbol, these are all the people that were in the vault that I added 7.5 years ago. Look at them all in there. These are all the people from the stream. All the people who ever asked, Kismet, can you put me in Vault 45? Can you put me in there? Now, I'm not going to be adding anybody else in Vault 45 right now, but you never know in the future. I might add some of you in there as well, but as you can see, lots and lots and lots of people in the chat there I've added to the game. Now, there is an option in your channel points to say, Kismet, add me to the game. And right now, we're adding people to Vault 52 as we build that one up. And this one, we're just going to, pop in every other day or every, once a week or whatnot, and just run everything out, run everything in, because it's just so built up, there's not much I need to do. And since I've been working on it so long and on and off, I've literally got hundreds of globes here. I got 249 there. I got 183 Wonder Glue, 179. Really wild when you look at the legendary. I have 226 gold watches and so on. You get the general idea. That stuff takes a long time to build up. So I can literally just keep making outfits. The problem is the outfits take a while. This commander fatigue right here is going to take 1 day and 8 hours. That's real life time. That's basically a day and a half there to run that. This is going to take 11 hours. So we're going to get that, next time. Dragon's Maw, making one of those. Another Dragon's Maw, 1 day, 11 hours. So basically, I just call it 2 days. And so on. So you basically just let that stuff run for a couple days, you come back to it. And that's when you get into very, very high end of the game. Now, another one that we've been doing, and we just started this one recently, I think it was a couple months ago. And it is, again, or no, it was on my birthday, June 23rd. So that was like 5 months ago. Wow. Time goes by fast, everybody. And that is Vault 52. Now, the reason why it's called Vault 45, by the way, is I was 45 years old. That's why we named it that. When I first started streaming, it was on my birthday. I just turned 45, and I made Vault 45 to go along with that. So a little Kismet trivia for you there. All right, now we'll jump into Vault 52, which is much lower. Of course, Vault 45 is so insanely OP that it's just kind of cool to pop in there and do a little bit, keep it going. But here in Vault 52, we still got a lot of work to do. We're still working our peeps up, and I'm doing much earlier in the playthrough. I'm working on these mega dwellers down here. Now, we got some peeps that are getting real close to being done. Again, we've been doing this for on and off for 5 months or so, but I really haven't been working on it. What you should do, if you wanted to go faster, is to get in there every few hours. So you start a bunch of stuff going, you got a bunch of people trained, you come back in a couple hours, you click all the peeps. Then you go out, come back in a couple hours, you click all the peeps. Or 5 hours or 10 hours or every day or so. But the more energy you put into it, of course, the quicker that it's going to go. Great example. If I zoom in, I can see that this person has 47 minutes left. This person has 3 hours. And this person has 11 hours and 21 minutes. Right? So all of them are at different levels. And I find usually every couple hours is good. Now, again, this is another vault that doesn't need much of my attention right now because we got everything set up. Earlier, we came in, we clicked all of the stuff, and we got that going. Now, also down here, what we got is we got some lunch boxes that I got from questing that I did. So we're going to go ahead and open those up. I like to open these on stream because it's fun. Oh, the super rare quantum there. Oh, that was a nice one. That's a good start to the day right there. Now, again, if you guys do want to save yourself some money on some awesome gear, you can check it out down there in the panels. You get yourself a bearskin hoodie, the best hoodie you'll ever own, especially because it's wintertime. You're going to need it. As well as you can check out your Lucid headphones, also one of my sponsors, as well as Manscaped as well. So time to man up, everybody. Take care of your business. There's nothing that is better for you than to work on your health and then work on your confidence as well. I feel like that's one of the best things to do as a guy, to work on that, and it will affect everything you do, affect your work, your home, everything. All right, there we go. Got that. Ooh, 500 caps. I'll take that. Oh, legendary something. Oh, legendary circuit board. Awesome. And another 500 caps. Awesome. Let's get another one going here. Now, again, these are just done through quests, everybody. You can purchase them as well if you want. It's your game. You do it. Whoa, 2 quantums in it. Whoa, that was 6 quantum that time. Oh, that's a lucky one. You got quantum in there. Wonder glue. All right, good, good. Now I just click past this lower level stuff. Usually it's the last 2 cards. Oh, we got a pet. Oh, plus 26% wasteland weapons and outfits. Ooh, we're gonna have to put that one on. We're gonna put that to use. What else we get? Plus 5 jumpsuit. Not bad, not bad. We are working on plus 5s right now, so we're looking good. 500 caps. Oh, see, when I see 500 caps, then that means you potentially going to get something really good at the end. Let's see. Oh, we got one more. Camera. Oh, hard flame it. I'll take it. I'll take it every day of the week. And there we go. Now, see this right here, everybody? I find because I'm going so fast in the game that these are way too OP, so I just ignore those. Unless I'm actively doing a quest. Okay, so we open up our lunchbox. We had a lot of fun. Again, you can go up here and purchase a bunch of stuff in the shop if you want. Oh, let me try that again. You can buy a bunch of quantum if you want, a bunch of things, a bunch of pets, and Mr. Handies are very, very useful. Or not at all. You can play the entire game all the way through without not spending any money at all. It's just saying, you know, what kind of time you have, what time you want to spend on the game. And since you're not playing versus anyone else, I don't feel like that's a bad thing at all. I don't mind that they, you know, keep supporting the game and keep adding content and keep making the game better. I would love an option in the preferences to stop this scrolling that happens. I would love it because, like, when you're in the middle of battling and you're zooming in on something and you're trying to click on the guys and they're all running around and the camera's doing this the whole time. That's the only thing that I would like fixed in this game, is the ability to go into preferences, auto-scrolling off. This way, when I'm focused on somebody, it's not scrolling my camera all over the place, making it 1,000 times harder for me to click on that person who's also running back and forth. It can be very frustrating. But you know, once you get used to it, I guess you can live with it. But again, I would prefer if they fixed it. Oh, let me also move into my thing here. Hold on. All right, jump down my mod child. Take it easy, TARDIS. All right. Let's jump down there. All right, so that's Vault 52. Now, there's only one other thing we need to do in here before we start a new vault, and that's to do our little quests here. I love these quests. I think they're really fun. You can also get a bunch of good gear right at the very beginning of the game, and we're going to try a different style of playthrough of our new vault. I had some big ideas that I've been working on. We're going to see if they work out in that vault. And usually I have at least one vault that's just like a throwaway vault that I start and I try some techniques and whatnot. And then I'll usually delete it and start another one later on. All right, let's get these baddies. Smack them around. Smack them. And I'm going to show you my best tips for starting a vault, everybody. If you've never played Fallout Shelter, it's a free-to-play game. It's on mobile. It's on desktop. You get it through Steam. You get it through Android, iOS. You can play it on a bunch of different platforms. Very, very fun. I think they even got it in the Tesla now, don't they? Don't they have Fallout Shelter in the Tesla? So if you got a Tesla, you can be playing some Fallout Shelter while you're, you know, sitting there waiting for your significant other to do whatever the heck they're doing. All right, now see this right here where there's no mobs? You can just skip that stuff. If there's any loot, what you want to do is click them first and then click the loot. As long as it's not a mob that died, you can actually just click the loot while they're running. So it saves you some time, you know, kind of just waiting for them to finish. All right, we got a boss guy. I suggest you click, hold, and drag, or you can just put your finger down and drag if you're on the mobile version. You want to wipe this guy out first. The reason why is he throws a grenade. It's going to AoE your peeps. So you wipe him out first and you're good to go. Oh, yeah. Perfect critical there. Now, I used to be good at this, but I'm getting worse, I think, as I get older. You don't... Oh, well, never mind. I was just lucky, everybody. That was just lucky. But one of the things is that can actually make the difference. Especially in the higher end battles. Getting that critical will make it where you people live or die. So I try to get those down. I did pretty good on that one. You've been using your radio room, AMZ? One person in to bring in the new people one at a time. They start at level 1, so I just move them to training rooms and build them up to super dwellers. It's been working well, and I don't have to worry about having a breeding program. I feel like the breeding goes way faster if you're in a hurry. If you're not in a hurry, then that works pretty well. I added the thing to the vault just for you guys, the peeps that talk about the radio room. I actually have them at the top of both Vault 45 and Vault 52 now. Especially because my Vault 45 actually is 3 Dog. If you're not familiar with 3 Dog from previous Fallouts, he actually was on the radio. That's what he did. He would send out news and information to the wasteland. 3 Dog's one of my favorite characters, by the way. I love that whole thing with 3 Dog. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I don't spoil games, even if they've been out. I won't even tell you what happened in Fallout 1. That's because I would prefer that you guys have that moment where you go, oh, I see. Oh, geez, I thought I was done for. You didn't see the others, did you? They split up. We're trying to get the synths to safety when they took us. Let's see. Others, what others? What did the Raiders want with you? What are synths? What are synths? Androids from the Institute. They deserve better than be dragged off to the Tomatoys offices. These guys are working for the railroad. That's a little Fallout 4 reference. By the way, a bunch of stuff in this game. Now, look, this is a great example right here. See how there's no mobs to fight, and there's a bunch of glowy stuff? What I usually do is I just click on the next room, and then while they're running the next room, I can just click on this. And they can even be in the next room, and I can still click on it. Another good thing you can do is go check all of this while you're doing it. Oh, let's blast. Oh, wait, well, that's a waste on that guy. This guy will get... Oh, I was going slow and I missed it. That I'm going to save. Again, sometimes you want to save them up just simply by not clicking. You just kind of wait it out and eventually it'll just stop. As long as you haven't clicked it to start it, it'll just say, do you want to use this now? And I usually say no if I have rooms left, just in case I run into somebody else. Oh, see, I should have used it, see? There was nobody else. Usually if you're 1 or 2 rooms out, you don't always run into peeps. But there we go. That's it. That's the quest done. So basically, this is their attempt to add questing very much like Fallout 4 to Fallout Shelter. This is a long, long time ago. And I find it incredibly fun, by the way. Incredibly fun. So yeah, not only do we have Vault 52 now, but we have the Vault 45, the original, the one from 7.5 years ago. Non-stop running all of this time. That's why they call me Overseer Kismet, everybody, because I rule. I rule. I don't do experiments on my piece. My job is to help people survive, to live on, to rebuild, to win the hearts and minds of the wasteland. That's what we want to do. Now, again, look, I put the radio room right up there for you, AMZ. Look at that. Radio room right there at the top. In my other vault, Vault 45, I have the radio room and the garden up there as well. So there we go. Keeps it a slow build up. Well, that's a good idea. When you first start playing, you definitely want to do that slow build up. I'm going to do a bit of a faster one. Now, these guys are still running out there. I could use some quantums, but I feel like your quantums are always best used on the way back because it takes them half the time to get back. So then, you know, you're actually saving more time for less quantums. You get the idea. But hey, if you're in a hurry, bam, hit that sucker, go to it. Now, another thing we want to do is look right after the questing. If anybody's died, it'll show up right here. Now, this guy right here, I've got him labeled with Z and then E. E stands for epic, and then L stands for legendary. So whether they were legendary I got from a card or an epic character I got from a card, I label them, and then I use them out in the wasteland. Now, another thing it does in the wasteland, and you can see it right here, is it helps them level up. This guy's still level 22, so I'm going to try to get him to level 50, and then I'll put him in training and let him train away. And then usually what I'll do is I'll cycle out about 30 dwellers, because I'm hardcore. I'll cycle out about 30 dwellers, and then I'll kick them out of the vault like I did in Vault 45, and then I'll make 30 more by coupling them up in the vault randomly with other peeps based on their happiness and whatnot. And then I'll go ahead and put them into training and then leave them there for months. For months on end until they become mega dwellers, and then you rule the wasteland, everybody. Because those mega dwellers are just so incredibly powerful and amazing, by the way. All right, so they're out there. They're doing their thing. Nothing else I need to do. Uh-oh. Rad Roach is coming in. Now, see this guy right here? He's got an X on his name. He's a mega dweller. We're going to get him out of there just like that. That means he's not doing anything but looking after the vault. Or, I mean, looking after himself in the vault. There we go. And then one of the cool things that it does in Fallout Shelter, if you've never seen it before, is it actually put everybody back the way it was before you had that event. So you don't have to manually put them all back all the time, because that would be incredibly tedious and not so fun. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. We got so many things running now. There's nothing else we need to do. We just let it run. And we'll come back to it later on. And this is what you want to get to. You want to get to a point where your vault is really stable. You can pop in, do what you need to do, and then pop out of there. It helps a lot if Mr. Handy's down there collecting your resources for you. But here we go, everybody. We're going to start a brand new vault. Now, I'm actually going to record this separately so I can make a little guide from it. Because I've been trying some new techniques on starting the vault. I'm going to tell you a bit about that right now. So if you want to be a pro at Fallout Shelter, somebody who has 7.5 years experience is about to throw down some epic tips. Now I'm going to go with Vault 0, one of my other favorite vaults to do, and kind of like my testing vault. So I'm going to go ahead and start that up. Now I'm actually going to do the tutorial. You can skip the tutorial, by the way, but just by hitting skip up there. But I'm going to go through all of the various screens. I just like how it puts the number on the door. Notice, by the way, it didn't put 000, that it just put 0 there. I always find that stuff cool. So I'm just going to run through the tutorial just to, give you guys a bit of an overview. And here we go. All right, so here it is. He's going to say, hey, let's introduce you to how to do stuff. We need to build a power generator. So what I'm going to do is very differently. Normally, I take the living quarters and I move it down, and then I put the power room up at the top. But this time, I'm actually going to leave the living quarters at the top. And we're going to hit OK. We're going to hit OK again. And what it's going to do is give us some dwellers. We have to click on the dweller to get the tutorial to go forward. There we go. And we're going to drag him into the strength room. And then we've got someone to help out in the strength room. Now, while they're running in there, what I like to do is to click on them. If it'll let me do... Oh, I can't click on them yet because I'm in the tutorial. But normally you can click on them if you skip the tutorial, and you can name them. So we'll have to wait for the tutorial to be over. It's going to tell us something here in just a second. Okay, it says now that you got them in there, double-click them to bring them up nice and close. And then you can click the rush button down here at the bottom to rush the room, and you're trying to get those resources without having to wait the full time. And there we go. We got it done. And it gives you little caps if you do succeed. It also boosts their happiness, by the way. If their happiness was lower, it will go up by 10%. Now we're going to go ahead and do the diner. So I'm going to do the diner right next to it right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in my water treatment. Now notice I can't put any elevators in. I can put elevators in, by the way. If I had skipped the tutorial, it let me do elevators right away. So I could do an elevator and then put my water treatment right underneath. But because I'm doing the tutorial, it's going to cost me a little extra caps, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and just put that right off to the side for now. Now, why did I specifically put it in this particular thing? I'm just going to skip all that stuff and just explain what they're talking about there in a minute. The reason why is I don't want the living quarters to go off, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to do mass expansion at the very beginning of the vault, right? So we're going to go right to expanding our vault right away. So we're going to go ahead and just pull all these people in here, get them wandering around the vault. Now, if you just drag them in there, by the way, they don't immediately go into the vault door. They will just kind of wander around. 2 of them will go into the vault door. But some of them are just wander and do their thing. So the first thing I do is I know that there's 3 people here that has 5 strength, 5 agility, and 5 perception. So what I do is I go ahead and I start by naming them based on the level of their stat. right? Their best stat. So in this case, he's got 5 strength. So thus I call it Strength 5, or S5 for short. And then over here we got this girl, and her her best thing is Agility 3. So I can go in and take share in here, and I can call it whatever I want, really. But I'll put A3 because that's her best stat. I'll also go ahead and grab somebody here. See, look, she's a +1 there, so I'm going to go ahead and put her in there. She's better in agility. We'll put her down there. And look at this, assign dwellers to the right room. So now it knows that her best stat is agility, so now it's giving me credit for that right there. Now, this girl right here has a pretty good strength, strength 2, but actually her best is perception, which is perception 3. We're just going to call you Jack for short, and then we're going to put P3 here for she has 3 perception. Is basically what that is, and then so she's going to be better in the perception room. Drag her in there. What do we got here? We got, oh, and there we go. And we got that achievement done. You got a bunch of achievements to do in here. Successfully rush a room, send a 1 to dweller, and then level up a dweller. So we're going to get Steve Campbell here, and now his best thing is intelligence. So we're going to say I, and then 3 right over there. And we're just going to call him Steve for short. I like to truncate the names, just makes it easier visually when I'm looking for that particular person. Now, he doesn't have much to do right now, so I'm going to go ahead and put him in the charisma room. Also, we've got another person here with agility 3, but she doesn't really have anything to do because I know I'm going to have an agility 5 person. So we need to find out who they're going to be. This is my perception 5 person. So he's really easy, perception 5. Now, by the way, while you're doing all of this, more people will come along and get into the vault over time. And there's my agility 5 person right there. Now, I don't even need to click on the thing. After a while, you just know whether what the person's level is, right? You can just visually look at the little chart thing here behind me and know what it is. But I could also click on it. It will tell me there as well. So she's my agility person. She's my primary person there. Let's go ahead and take her name off there and then into agility. Now, in the very beginning, you should end up with 2, 2, and 2, and then 1 extra up here. So we're going to let them go ahead and do their thing. And then now we've got our 8th dweller in the vault. Now, again, this is something different that I'm doing. I normally start with the power room at the top as quickly as possible. I can also skip the tutorial, and it doesn't put any rooms down for you automatically, so your living quarters will not be at the top. So if you do want to customize that, I highly recommend skipping. You can watch the first couple things and then skip it. And then once you get in, you can go ahead and then choose exactly what rooms you want to put down in what order. But I don't mind that at the top anymore. And one of the things that I've done many, many times is move those living quarters to the bottom. And I regret that every single time. All right, who do we got in here? Okay, her best thing is she is Charisma 3. So we're going to say C for Virginia here. So sometimes it truncates the name because it's so long. So I like to, again, that's why I like to put the small in there. So she's C3, so she's Charisma. Let's throw her in the living quarters where the higher your Charisma is, the more that that gets built up. And again, she's agility. She's agility, and she's agility. All of these have really good agility, but she's the only one right here that actually has 2 strength. And you can always change people direction based on your training. You can put them in training and then say, okay, well, this person, even though they have high agility, I'm going to go strength and build up their strength instead because I already have enough agility people. Now, here's what you want to do at the very beginning. You want to get everybody doing their thing. Now, I'm going to take one person, and I'm just going to send them out to the wasteland, just to get the achievement, and then I'll bring them right back in again. And we got another person coming up on the vault door. I usually start off with around 12 peeps. We'll bring him in. The vault is full of dwellers. Even if you send people out to the wasteland, it's still considered full. There we go. Now, once you do that, everybody, go ahead and grab this person and recall them back into the base. And she'll literally just turn around and run back again. And then what I'm going to do is grab her. Oh, I'm going to try anyway and hit collect. And then run her back where she came from. And we leveled up a dweller, so we got ourselves a lunchbox. Now, you get about 3 or 4 lunchboxes at the beginning, depending on your quest. I've seen up to about 8 of them in the very beginning, so free lunch boxes right at the very beginning. Now, I've got some people over here in the living quarters. Now, I can't add this person because I don't have enough space. So what I need to do is add to my living quarters. Now, of course, when you have them paired together, it actually gives you a bigger benefit than if you put them separately. So that's vitally important to know. Let's get this guy in here and let's see what he's all about. Now, he's just an average Joe. He doesn't have anything that stands out versus everything else. We'll just call this guy Gene. Right there. So there's nowhere I need to really put that guy, but I can put him here in Charisma and see if he couples up with that guy. We're also going to go ahead and check our lunchbox. I love opening these lunchboxes. They're really fun. BB gun. Water. Oh, start off with some legendary loot right off the very beginning. Caps and... I don't mind caps at the beginning, everybody. Caps is especially important in the beginning so you can expand your rooms later on. Now, what I'm going to do is just have people chill here. Now, what I'm going to do is look at my overall production rating here and see which one's doing the best right now. Well, power and water are doing the best, but food, not so much, right? Now, I do have to rush a room, but I'm still going to just rush the power room. I find that usually works the best when you're doing this first rush the room quest. And there is another lunchbox. All right, let's open that one up as well. Your other strength person is wandering. I took care of it. Yeah, I took care of it. It's okay if they wander. The very beginning, it's not very crucial to keep all the resources at maximum. Oh, that's a good one there for our stuff. And we already start off with an epic dweller. How do you know the difference between a legendary and an epic? Well, an epic is just a blue one around the corner, and legendary, of course, will make a bunch of noise, and you'll be all excited for it. Now, whenever you get a legendary or an epic dweller at the very beginning of the game, you are incredibly OP, everybody. You've already basically won the game. If you know how to properly manage your vault, you've already won. I played it with legendary dwellers and with epic dwellers. I've played it without. In the beginning, I've done it 100 different ways. Because I do start vaults and I get them about, I don't know, say 60 to 100 dwellers in. Just to test stuff that I like to do. All right, here comes somebody else in here. It's Nicholas. Nicholas has some pretty nice, and we're going to call him Nick for short. Right over here. And he has some nice endurance, so we're going to put him in endurance 3. All right, Nick, get on in here. Now, he's not really better than anybody else at anything there, so we're just going to go ahead and take him. Now, right now, you can see that these guys are dancing, dancing, dancing. Now, of course, if we did get an outfit that can help that has charisma on it, like this one does, you can actually speed that up a little bit. Especially if you have one that's like +3 or 5 or 7. You can definitely speed that up. We can also go ahead and say, okay, well, this girl right here doesn't have that much strength. She's a strength 2. He's at strength 2. So we can pull her out, put this guy in, and then say, take this guy, run him over there. And what we're trying to do is move people around so that we can go ahead and put the girl in there. Now, what I'm doing right away is starting to couple people up. So I'm going to get more dwellers. Now, in about an hour, I could get out of the vault, come back an hour, click on it, boom, that baby's born. Then it's a little kid walking around. And then in another hour, you click that thing, and boom, you got yourself another dweller. In fact, sometimes I do them like 30 at a time. And you'll see me do that as we go through level up. Now, this guy is 100% happy, everybody, and so is the girl. Both of them are super happy. Now, she's C3, which is charisma, so I'm just going to put her in the vault door for right now over there. All right, now I want to go ahead and bring these ladies over as well. I suggest to do the lower level one first. We're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, she can't go in the vault door, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to go ahead and put her down there. Now, one of the things you can do is have multiple ladies for one guy, right? So one guy can be in there and has his pick of 3 different ladies like that. So he can pick the one he wants, then couple up with that one, and then you can either bring someone else or you can couple up with all of them if you want. Now, one of the things about the epic that you got out here, oh, we got a new guy, Richard. We're at 11 right now. He's just the standard. We're just going to call him Rich for short. We don't know what we're going to do with him yet, so we're going to go ahead and just put him right there in the vault door. Now, we got a room unlocked while we're waiting for that to happen. We can go in and take a look at it. It is the storage room, so we can store a bunch of stuff so we're not constantly overburdened. There we go. Now, one of the things that I like to do, again, is to do people based on their happiness. You can go up to here, you can click, go up to here, you can click this, and then you can sort it by descending, and you can see that Rich is the one who's the least happy of everybody. So we got to get Rich in there to couple up. We got to get Sharon and Ethan and everybody. And the more they couple up, of course, the more your production goes up here, your happiness bonus. So right now I'm getting 8%, but if I can get up to 90% happiness, it's going to give me plus 10% on top of that. And a lot of time, the vault is just, especially in the beginning, is just this. You just let it run. Let it run, let it run, let it run. You also want to check in, see what your quests are. Those are really helpful. Collect so much water, equip a dweller with a weapon. I don't think I got any weapons yet. Oh, I do. There we go. Or if the guy already has the weapon on him, take the weapon off and then put it back on there again. Wow, what a throwback. This is the game that you were playing when I first found out about 5 years ago. Chris Gorman. Hold on a second. Hold on. We'll come back to this vault here in a second. Look at this. Watch this, Chris. This took me 7.5 years, but I finally figured it out. Watch this. You ready? I want to see some GGs in the chat, everybody, if Chris Gorman is in my vault. I have figured out how to take my vault, my original vault from June 14th, 2015, that's been running for 7.5 years, and move it onto my Steam page. So we're going to look up Chris's name right now. And I think you are in there, because I think I remember seeing you in there when I was working on it yesterday. Let's go see, everybody. We're in the Vault 45, the vault that I started 7.5 years ago and has been running continuously without fail since the launch of Fallout Shelter. Let's go ahead and do this. And let's look for Chris up here. Let's see where you're at, Chris. Right over here. Right there, Chris. You're still in the vault, bro. You're level 50. You're kicking booty. Right now, you're in the weapon plant. Look at you. Look at that. Look at that. Built up, max all stats. Look at you go, Chris. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? I worked so hard to make that happen, everybody. I worked very, very hard while after recovering from my procedure I had where I had to get my throat stretched. I was playing on my iPad in Vault 45, and I thought, man, there's got to be a way to transfer it off my iPad and put it onto my PC. And there is. And so there it is right there, including all of the originals are in there too, Chris. So thanks for coming in, and there's 1,000 KissCats for you and the entire chat for coming in and reliving the glory days. I don't know, I'm getting back into this game, everybody. I'm getting back into it. I really like it. I think it's really, really fun. Do you know this is their most successful game, even more than like Fallout 4 and New Vegas and all of that? This is actually their, even more than Skyrim, this is their most successful game of all time. Pretty amazing, because they got like 100 million people who play the game. And I don't blame them, because the game is awesome. Now, we just started a new vault as well. Plus, we also have another vault I started on my birthday on June 23rd, Vault 52. But we're going to go ahead and jump back in. Right in here. There we go. And we got some people coupling up here, so that's a good thing. And there we go. They're going to run back there, get their funky chicken on. We got a new guy sitting outside the vault. Now, you might notice a problem, everybody. We don't got much room in the vault. We gotta wait till this guy's done over here to get some mojo on. Now, one thing that I would do, since I do have 1,000 caps already, is I'm gonna go ahead and make that a little bit longer. Now, watch out when you do that, though, because your stuff here, your power usage down here, you can see this little bar, but you can barely see it. I don't know if you're watching on mobile. But there's a little bar there that just moved up when I added another room, so it's going to be pretty tough for my peeps in the power room to keep that going. Now, this girl, since I named her right at the very beginning, I know what she does. She's in the agility room, so her job, go in the agility room. She's going to pull somebody else out of there, but wait a minute. She's pulling the other pregnant lady out of there. I don't want to pull her out of there. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to put her in there, but I'm going to grab this guy right here, Peter, who is an elite. By the way, if you do couple them up with elites or legendaries, you have a higher chance of getting like a +3 or occasionally a +5 from mobs, I have noticed. So be watching for that as well. So I'm going to take her, and I'm going to put her right back in there. So there we go. So now he might couple up with another lady here. Let's get this dude in the vault. We're just going to run him in here as well. It looks like he's got a charisma of 3. So charisma of 3 is his #1 thing. I'm going to rename him as Zach. Right there. And C3 for charisma 3. Now, at some point, by the way, I transitioned from actually using their stat, from their charisma stat, to actually what outfit they have on. So if they have like a +3 outfit, +5 or +7, I'll add that. And that actually changes right about the point in which I start to level everybody to maximum. When I start doing a lot of training. But training's a little while ahead. Now remember, we're at 13 dwellers right now. Remember, we did get 1 dweller from our achievements that we did. And now what we're doing is we're just doing really fast expansion of the vault. And that's where we go right to coupling up the groups. I'm going to go ahead and put another lady up here. And then we're going to check these guys right over here where they got. They're just average. This guy over here, also average. So I can put either of them, doesn't matter which one, right in there as well. Now, one of the things you want to watch out for is that you don't leave people who are 100% in there because they've already got their 100% happiness. And what we're trying to do is get our 81% up to 100%, or at least as close as we can get. So we want to make sure that everybody in here is 75% roughly or above, and get that going on. So this guy right here, Steve, who right now is mainly our intelligence guy. We don't even need him to be in the vault. And I'm actually going to take his outfit off. And let's see how he does in the wasteland. Just by himself. Off he goes. Okay, and we also got a Gene here who doesn't have much going on. But hey, you know what? Let's throw him over here as well. You want to have as many people trying to couple up as possible. One of the funny things that I see all the time, and this happens in real life, is when you see a couple over here and they're jiving, they're getting it going on, and then this guy will run from here all the way to the other side and then hook up with this girl. Instead of hooking up with the one that he was chilling with, right? Now, if you do have an outfit that does help you, like this one right here gives me plus intelligence and luck. That didn't really help me in charisma. But see, this guy is vibing here. Maybe I can speed that up a little bit by giving him a little bit of charisma. Of course, you'd want to have, a really nice charisma outfit. If you get a charisma outfit early, it really does help you if you're trying to couple up quickly. Now, if you're not very experienced at the game, I highly recommend not doing it really quickly, to take your time as you're coupling them up, couple up a couple of them at a time, so that you don't destabilize your vault. But one of the most important things to know is that your vault, right at this point, I have 13 people. I could send all 13 of them out to the wasteland if I want to. I could also send them out to the wasteland and recall them back from the wasteland and just have them sit right here, not even be in the vault. So in emergencies, you need to start having people out in the wasteland so they're out there foraging for food and water and not using the food and water in the base. As you can see, our food and water here is starting to get low. Well, actually, that's our food. Our water's actually doing pretty good. So, basically, they're just in here vibing. We got 2 ladies already, basically with child down there. And we're going to see how that goes. Now, what I like to do is just kind of sit here and let them vibe for a while. Now, this part of the game, everybody, remember this. See, look, there they go. I called that one. This part of the game, see, isn't that weird? He just ran to the other side, and he hooked up with that guy's girl right there. Again, that happens in real life, everybody. Watch out for that. Watch out for that stuff. Fix my water bottle. My water bottle's all crooked. Come on, water bottle. There we go. So they're going to go back there, and they're going to hook up. Now, these guys are starting to dance. That's what you want to see. You want to see them dancing. Now, this guy has 100% happiness. I'm going to go ahead and take his outfit off. I can also take it off while he's running back there. I'm going to give it to this guy right here. Give him a fighting chance. There we go. Equip a dweller with an outfit as well. And we got ourselves another lunchbox. All right, we're crushing it. Now, Zach here has charisma. So he's not really helping out much down here. So we're going to put him in the vault door for now. Hers is agility, but is she better than any of the agility stuff in there? Yeah, she's like +2 better than somebody who's already in there. So I'm going to go ahead and swap her out. Now, this guy right here is 75. He's 75. Right here is 75 and 75. So he's a P5, so I'm going to go ahead and pull him out of there and put him up here. Now, this lady, I'm going to go ahead and put down here, even though she's not very good at perception. And that's just so, you know, obviously he's not going to hook up with her, so he'll have a chance to hook up with these other peeps. Now, again, if you are new, this is a more advanced way of getting started in the game. Now, another thing that I'm going to do, everybody, is I'm going to line up your power all in the same row. So I'm going to delete that rock. I'm going to go ahead and add an elevator. I'm going to take these peeps here. I'm going to move one into the vault door and then one into here. And I'm going to take this out right away. Now, the reason why I'm going to take it out first... Oh, there we go. The reason why I'm going to take it out first is because it costs less to put it back in. So if you take it out first, then put it back in, you're doing good. Now, one of the ones that I've been doing lately is the vertical stacking. Yeah, it is a cool throwback. It's the vertical stacking. Now, I have them in this order for a reason. First, you got your living quarters up here, so if that gets disturbed, it's not as bad, though it can be still annoying. All right, this guy's good. He's at 100% happiness. Let's go ahead and put him, let's see, let's put him down here for now. And then right here, she's a C3. You know what? I'm going to put her down there as well. We've got this guy, and this guy is 75. This guy's 75. So we got her as well. She's a P3, so we'll go and swap her out for the other one. Again, there's nothing you can do if there's not enough room in there for your peeps. So now we just got one more lady left. This guy's got 75% happiness. We're going to try him out, see how he does. We'll get Rich in there. See how he does. And any other peeps are not 100%. Yeah, see, we got another person there that's not 100%. And you can't put her in the vault door. So we don't have enough ladies to couple up with all the peeps. And you can see right now there's nobody out the door. Usually you get about 14 total at the beginning, but that's not guaranteed. You might get 13. Or you might get more, depending on if you open stuff in the lunch boxes and you're lucky to get elites or legendaries and whatnot. Now, one of the things that I like to do while I'm waiting for them to couple up is to do all my other stuff, which is like opening my lunch boxes. Oh, look out. It's time for a stream avatar boss battle. Type !join and then make your choice between a warrior, priest, or mage in the chat. You only got so many seconds. Go! Get that stretch in, AMZ. I got it in. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right, enjoy those battles, everybody. All right, let's do this. Caps. Oh, got a missile launcher in the beginning. This vault's going to be awesome, everybody. That's one heck of a start. That's a legendary weapon right at the very beginning. Some Brahmin hide, and what else? Oh, this is getting... You see, you guys are good luck, man. You guys are good luck in the chat. I'm telling you, that's awesome. Nuke Quantum in the very beginning. Pistol's okay. We'll take it. Again, you want to get some stuff so you can do your quests right here. Like right here, we're collecting water, food, and power. And if we get our water done, we're going to get another lunchbox on top of that. Now, what I'm going to do, everybody, is I'm going to pick somebody who is going to be the defender of the vault. So I think it's going to be, could be A5 Sharon over here. I think we're going to choose her as the defender of the vault. Now, one of the problems with pregnant ladies in the vault is the fact that when mobs come in, they run away. And they don't have any weapons, right? They're not, well, they have the weapon, but they're not using the weapon. So that can be a problem. So you don't necessarily want to give it to the ladies when they are with child. But definitely the ladies kick butt, so keep that in mind. Now, I do have my elite guy here. He didn't come with a weapon. I'm going to actually rename him. I'm going to put Z, a lowercase z, and a capital E for elite. And then I'm going to give him this missile launcher. Because look at his stats. His stats are already pretty high in a lot of things. That's going to help out. Now, obviously, he's going to be better in agility, but really in the long run, we're going to have him heading on out of here. He's got that under control. In fact, I could probably just do this. Swap them out a little bit so I can catch up on my food up here. When your food gets too low, people start getting radiated. When your food gets too low, they start taking damage, the health damage. When your water's too low, they start getting radiated. When your power's too low, your rooms start going off. Right? All sorts of problems potentially in the chat. All right. Now this girl right here is not much of a strength person, but we're going to get it going on. Now this guy right here is my primary strength guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him and I'm going to run him out of the vault. He's out of there because he's already fairly happy. Nick here sadly did not get a chance to hook up with anybody, but that's okay. We'll give him a weapon, send him out. No stem packs. This guy right here, Zach, he's 100% happy. I've got just that thing and no weapons, so he's out of here. Now, by the way, watch up here at the top, the percentages. These are going to start going further and further in my favor once I just start kicking people out of the vault because they don't use those resources anymore. That's why you don't want to have too many people just chilling out in the vault. Now, over here, we've got our Peterson guy. We're going to give him a stem pack, or I mean a Radaway, and send him out. Next in line, Rich. He didn't get a couple up with anybody, though someone might come along because we do have 14. And so I'm just going to go ahead and bye-bye Birdie. All right. And then again. So the ladies are staying in the vault. Knocking out those kids, and then dudes are going out to the wasteland. Alright, that's agility, and she is charisma. So we're going to let those peeps go in there like that. I'll put her in agility. Now, one of the problems is we didn't have a good balance of ladies. Normally, you start off with about 6 ladies that you can use in the beginning. But that's okay. Now, Ethan here, same thing. Bye-bye, Ethan. You're out of here, bro. All right. Ethan out of here as well. So I sent him out right at the very beginning of the vault in this particular type of playthrough. Let's go ahead and check that vault tech. Oh, man. We're going to do a lot of crafting in this one. +5 gear. That's good. Good. Some water. And a sci-fi outfit. I use these outfits a lot in the very beginning because you might as well because there's nothing else. You ain't got nothing else. All right. How we doing over here? Now, this guy's 75% happiness. Again, he doesn't have anybody to couple up with. We're going to go ahead and send him out. Now, he might have an outfit that's going to help him. Like, there's some sturdy wasteland gear right here. We can go ahead and give that to him and run him out since I don't need it right now in the vault. So let's go ahead and run him back out of there. Now, while we're doing that, we also want to see if our ladies here can get a boost in their power. Just like charisma and intelligence in there, so they're not going to get any boost. And so now all my peeps are running out to the wasteland. Any guy who can go out the wasteland is. Any lady who can bear a child is doing that as well. Now, it's going to take them about an hour to hour and a half, sometimes as much as 2+ hours before they get to a point where they're actually going to die. Sometimes they'll level up to level 2 and then they get a full heal. Like right now, they're level 1. So they get a full heal all the way again. So they'll last much longer from level 1, level 2. I've seen level 3 before, which is pretty amazing. But that's pretty rare. But you want to watch this health. When it gets down around right here, you want to pull them back to the vault. So we'll come back to that. I'll come back to that off stream. But that is pretty much it. There's nothing else that I need to do. Now, if I had something that I could get, I could sell a weapon or an outfit. I'd get 100 food and all of that. I don't think it's worth it to go in and to sell our stuff here because we have the sci-fi and the junior officer. Now, the sci-fi is for the guys, right? Only the guys can wear it. The females cannot, which sucks. But I can just say, you know what? Change my mind. Go ahead and just scrap that out. I mean, because you can still use this for plus intelligence, plus luck. So I can still use it for the guy, and I can call back the latest guy that I sent out in the wasteland. Now, if you are trying to get these quests going, obviously you want to let it run and just keep clicking it every now and again to get it going. And you're like, well, Kismet, what happens if someone attacks the vault? Well, what happens is all the ladies run away. They go in and out of the vault, go to the end, and then they run out, event over. And then you can put your ladies back in there, and of course, hopefully they have enough to keep all that going. Now, the power looks pretty much under control, so we're going to go ahead and grab her, put her in here. And we're going to see what's going on here. So, yeah, she's 3. She's 3. She's A3 as well. All right. So that's looking pretty good. Try to rush that room. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. And again, there's no other outfit. I mean, she can have intelligence and charisma, but it doesn't really help in this particular case. Now, one of the things I'm going to try to do is just try to rush a room and see if it fails so you can see what happens. Of course, it's not going to fail now. But hey, you know what? You might as well take a shot at it. They're all good. Now, one of the things that just did, too, everybody, is everybody in the room just got plus 10% happiness. You can see that up here in the corner, now I have 100% happiness. People in the wasteland do not count toward your happiness, by the way. So we have 100% happiness, so we're getting a plus 10% boost. And we're just absolutely killing it. Now, one of the things I suggest you do at this point, get out of the game. Now that you got it all stable, everybody's chilling out in the vault, you have enough resources to let it run for about a minute or so. Because it will still run it, your food, water, and power. And then it will stop looking for it. Then you can just kind of let yourself run for days on end and be fine. Now that's it for this, everybody. We're going to go up to my office, show you guys some love, and then I'm going to go rest up, and then we'll be back tonight, 10 p.m., doing it all over again. Let's go! Welcome to my overseer's office, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Or I'm in a UFO. If you don't know what an overseer's office is, it's the big desk. I'm like, Kismet, who does all this cool 3D graphics? This guy. I'm the everything person. Now, let's go ahead and pull in the schedule, everybody. Again, I stream Tuesday through Thursday, 1 p.m. and 10 p.m. We do a lot of fun stuff this week, everybody. We got lots of fun lined up. Of course, we just did Fallout. We just did Shelter. We actually checked out Vault 45. Again, been running for 2,700 days. That's 7.5 years. That's 3,895,200 minutes, roughly, ago that I started playing that game and have never stopped playing it. It's been continuously running since the beginning of the game. It's very nice that I now transferred it over here and we can play it on Steam on my PC. Now, let's not forget that giveaway, everybody. Jeez, that made me jump. Let's not forget that giveaway, everybody. We're going to go ahead and do that right now and get that going on. Man, that was like really late. I don't even see it in my chat. Oh, hi there, mistress. Whoa, my chat was not scrolling. My chat just started scrolling just now. Hi there, mistress. Sorry I missed you there. Again, my chat was not scrolling down after that last thing. Twitch glitch. Yeah, look at that. 7 years, 4 months, 12 days, and 3 hours. Isn't that amazing, Chris Gorman? Ooh, we'll see if we're here. Yeah, you're there. Wow, longer than I thought. Yes. Time flies by, doesn't it? Wow, that's amazing. Really awesome. There we go. Sorry, my chat wasn't updated, everybody. It literally just updated. I was like, what the heck's going on in my chat? There we go. Let me catch up on chat now. And again, yeah, isn't that awesome? By the way, I can highlight your guys' messages down there as well. Well, usually. Let's see if it's going to let me do it. Oh, you went to bed. He said going to bed. There we go. Now it's doing it. But thanks for hanging out, Chris Gorman. Yes, you're still in the vault, bro. Still getting it going on. Thanks for coming in. Also, thanks to Mistress Tess. Thank you very much for coming in as well. Again, I put you guys down. I love that thing. Can more couple make a baby in the same living space? All you can have is three guys and three girls in there in the max size one. But you can like take one dweller and couple them up with every single woman in there. If you have like a legendary, that's a good idea to do because they'll usually start with like a +3 or more often start with +3s. So that does help a lot. Stuff to look out for when making couples. What I just said. That's why they call me Kismet. I just answered your question before I even saw it. That's why you want to couple up with your elites and with your legendaries because they do start with a higher stat. It does help you out in the long run as well. So that's how I couple them up. I also couple them up by happiness. And it also allows me to know who I've already done. It's like a checklist. So if I take this guy and this girl and put them together and they couple up, boom, they both just went to 100%. Now I need another guy. So I look in the list. Okay, this guy's 75% happy. Okay, well, obviously he didn't couple up before because he's only that happy. Unless I've waited a long time and his happiness has gone down. But I mean, if you just couple up the other person, that person most likely has not coupled up. Then you put that person in there and you put a woman in there who's 75% as well. They couple up, now they're 100%. So it's like process of elimination so you know who you've done and who you haven't done. And that's why also I name all my dwellers different names so that I can know what they should be doing or what their best stat is and where I can put them in the vault to maximize them, especially when they come back from the wasteland. I can go ahead and do it. Now, also, I build up a bunch of caps so that I'm just going to let them run out till they die, everybody. I'm going to let them run out till they die, then I'll res them, and I'll bring them back. Why? Because I've only got so much time in the day, and I'm running 3 vaults right now. But you can, again, it's usually about an hour, hour and a half, sometimes as much as hour 45, 2 hours. I suggest to come back and check on them in about an hour, because you can just log out like I did. Log out, do whatever you need to do, take a nap, get some stuff done around the house, do some dishes or laundry like I need to go do. I need to do some towels. And then you come back, say your laundry takes an hour, ding, you come back in an hour, you check it, okay, they're still good. I'll come back in another 15 minutes or another 30 minutes, depending on how low their health is, right? And usually most of my dwellers, I find on average, is about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. So I'll come back, usually an hour and a half, check them, say, okay, they got a long way to go. I'll come back, hour and 45 minutes. If they almost are dead, and what I do is also look at their expression. If they look unhappy, then that means that they're at that point where they're probably going to get killed soon. So you want to go ahead and bring them back and start running it back so it doesn't cause you caps to res them. Now I have a bunch of caps, and I'll just res whoever I can res, bring them back. They'll have caps on them. I'll use those caps to res the other people, and so on and so on. Because I'm not really worried about caps in the beginning. In the beginning, I'm worried about running them out, leveling them up, and having them get weapons or any outfits that they can, and let them run for as long as possible. Because I can always sit in the vault and just manage the vault. And if I get Mysterious Stranger, I can get caps that way. I can get caps when people level up. I can get caps by rushing the room. Sometimes just collecting the resources, you get lucky, and boom, you get caps for it. And of course, the higher your people's luck are in each room, the more chances of getting that cap when you're collecting the resources. And you do a lot of resource collecting in the game. So fantastic question, by the way. 1,000 Kids caps. Let's not forget that giveaway, though. I want to make sure we get that done. Great question. I appreciate that awesome question. And there you guys are battling it out. Again, I don't know why my chat got all messed up. Can you change people's names? Yes, I just was talking about that. Yes, I change all of their names in the beginning to be whatever their stat is. So if their stat, like you start off with 3 people who are going to be at, wow, my thing is super delayed. You're going to start off with 3 people right here. You're going to start off with 3 people who are +5 in whatever stat it is. So it's going to be perception, agility, and in strength. And so those people, I will put P for perception and then 5 at the beginning of their name. I also get rid of their last name and I truncate their first name. So if their name is Samuel, I'll just cut it down to Sam. And I'll say P5 Sam. And then I'll put them in the perception room. And then what I'm doing right now is I'm trying a new trick where I couple up all the ladies and I just send all of the dudes to the wasteland straight away. This way, the ladies are doing the thing that only they can do, which is, of course, make babies. And then the guys, the ladies are like, hey, go out and find me some loot. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, though the ladies are pretty powerful as well. By the way, one of my lady dwellers that I did a long time ago, I sent her out to the wasteland, and at level 1, she found a legendary. At level 1, everybody. It's one of my most viewed clips on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So pretty cool. A great question, by the way. Great questions in there. I appreciate Mr. Stess coming in. Now, again, I've been running my vault for 7.5 years, nonstop. Over 2,700 days in Vault 45. It is why you see me in the vault right here. I'm in Vault 45 right now. And all of my stuff is around that because I was 45 years old when I started streaming here. And by the way, Fallout Shelter is the game that got me. Fallout Shelter and Fallout 4 and 7 Days to Die are the games that got me partnered here on Twitch. Those are my partnered games, as they call it behind the scenes at Twitch. So there we go. Brando coming in with the GGs as well. I did scroll on the giveaway. I just, but my chat was slacking. Wasted. Yeah, I know. Kismet timing yet again, right? Yes, I'm going to do the giveaway right now. I don't want to miss your guys' stuff in the chat. I don't do that on purpose. How do you name dwellers? Okay, well, if you're on, let me click it over here. I got to click it over here so it pops up. How do you name dwellers? Great question. Now, if you're on mobile, what you do is you go ahead. Now, if you have a keyboard on there, by the way, I suggest not. Like I have an iPad with a keyboard on it. Hello, little puppy. Hello, little puppy's visiting me. Hello, little puppy. So I have a keyboard on my iPad, which kind of messes it up. Don't use the keyboard, but I also try to use the Apple Pen. Apple Pen works okay, but your finger's way better, I find. So I originally started playing the game on the iPad. 7.5 years ago, and I figured out how to get my iPad to go with OBS, and then I could show it on stream. I was the only one playing Fallout Shelter when it first came out, by the way. I started on my birthday, June 23rd, 2015. Here on stream. It was my first professional stream. I streamed for 2 hours, and my ISP knocked me offline, which is a standard Kismet theme for the rest of my entire streaming time, everybody. That just right off the bat, everything goes off the rails, just straight away off the rails here in the stream, but it's part of the fun. Part of the fun. Yeah, there's a puppy visiting me here, running around. That's something for another day. We'll get into that another day. Let's see. And so you want to rename your dweller. So what you do is if you're on mobile, whether you're on your phone or if you're on a tablet, Android, iOS, doesn't matter. What you do is you go ahead and tap on their name at the very top. Then what it's going to do is it's going to slide up your keyboard, and then on the top of the keyboard, you're going to find a little line, and you type it in. It's a lot harder to do on mobile, especially when you have 200 dwellers like I do that's been running for 7.5 years. It's a lot of work to go in and try to manage and rename all of them on mobile. But at the beginning, what you want to do is you want to do it as you go along and not do it after you have 200 dwellers, because that's way a lot of work to do it all at the same time. So that's why I start naming them right away, right when they get in the vault, so that I can follow up on them. Now, I'm playing on PC right now, and I had transferred my one from iPad onto PC so I could play it for you guys. I don't have to get my iPad out and connect it all and do all the tapping thing. Now, if you're not on mobile, on the PC version through Steam, you can just go ahead and just click on their name up there and then just highlight it. And you can change it to whatever you want. You can delete it. You can rename them. Whatever you want to do, just take your mouse and just click on the top of their name up there. All right, and that should get you going. So there you go. Yeah. Or the dog meat plushie fell off. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, so that is a bit of that. Thank you for those awesome questions. I'm going to give you guys 1,000 Kiss Caps, and we're not going to forget this giveaway. Here we go. Closing the giveaway right now, and the chances to, wait a minute. This goes this way. 3, 2, 1. Boom! You're the winner. Jobson is the winner. Now, again, you got to be present to win. Don't go nowhere, everybody. Don't leave the stream. Never leave the stream, all right? Now, while we're waiting for Jobson to say something in the chat, he's got exactly 2 minutes to say something in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to re-roll. I don't want to re-roll. I hate re-rolling. All right, so he's got to say something in the chat. Now, while you're waiting for him, everybody, put GGs in the chat right now. The more GGs I see in the chat, the more Kiss Caps I give to you guys for the next giveaway. Did I give you Kiss Caps for the last giveaway? I can't remember. You know what? I'll give you double Kiss Caps this time. How about that? Well, I'll give you double for the next one. No, there he is. Jobson is the winner. He's in the chat. All right, we're going to have that as a confirmed win. All right, Jobson, here's what you do. I'm going to say hiya in the chat. You want to go ahead and click my name. You want to whisper me, say, Kismet, I won the money bag bomber for Stream Raiders, and I will whisper you in a day, 2 days, 5 days, whenever I get a chance. Don't keep asking me for it. I will get to it when I have a chance. I'm a busy guy. I'm the everything man, so I got to do all the videos, and I got to do all the editing, and I can do all the copying and all the streaming and all of that stuff. Working with sponsors and all of that. So I'm the everything dude. So there we go, everybody. That is Winna Chicken Dinner. We're going to mark that as complete. Congrats on those epic giveaways today, everybody. And I just want to recap again. I will be on Bethesda's main channel Wednesday, December 7th. At 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be in there. I'm bringing my Alpha crew with me. We're going to check out the new Nuka World update, which is supposedly the best update, according to the community so far, for Fallout 76. So if you haven't gotten 76 lately, fire it up. Start a new character. Go out there. Play all the new content. There's tons and tons of new content. There's a bunch of stuff going on with the season right now. You can get a bunch of that loot. I suggest getting that coffee maker, everybody. Go get that coffee maker right now before they nerf it or take it out of the game or take it out of the atomic shop. Because that thing is going to basically boost your AP points to a whole nother level. That's why I went and got it right away. For sure. Absolutely. And I appreciate all of you in the channel here, and I'm about to load you guys down with a ton of caps. Let's go. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. You know what? Let's give you a couple extra. 6,000, 7,000 caps right there for crushing it. And, whoa. Oh, man, it's lagging my whole stream. So there we go, everybody. We're going to go ahead. And we're going to go ahead and switch over to the Kismet Love Train. We're going to peace out because we're running way over. But let's go over there and show some love to some peeps. I appreciate them. Let's go. All right, good job, Jobson. Best to do it right away so you don't forget. All right, now normally we get on the Kismet Love Train, we raid someone, but I can see my wife's trying to get my attention. So I gotta peace on out of here. But we want to make sure to say thanks to all these people. We got AMZ last time. I hope her charity fundraising went well. She hangs out with me all the time. We play Raft usually on Saturdays. She loves 7 Days to Die just like me. We play all the time. I felt like that was one of my best streams ever, everybody. I was so excited to tell you guys about Vault 45 returning to the stream. Again, one of the longest running vaults in the game. That's why they call me Overseer Kismet or the Wasteland Tycoon, because I dominate. I dominate every game. We even won in, what was it? Oh God, what's the name of that game? Oh, right out of my head when I think, it was in my head and then I think about Apex Legends, that's what it's called. We even won Apex Legends, not because of me though, because this other guy was really good and basically carried the rest of us. But hey, I consider a win. Oh, you made $485 for Extra Life. Let's show some love in the chat for AMZ. Doing some good work in the chat, everybody. I do appreciate you, AMZ. I'm glad the team came in. Hopefully gave you a little bump. My community came in, showed you some love. Now, I owe Ems, you'll be down there at the bottom at some point. Obviously, I've been going through, the doctor. They were doing the IV. They were knocking me out. They were stretching my throat. They were doing all of that stuff this week. And over the weekend, I could barely even breathe. But I will get you right down there. By the way, you are already on my schedule, by the way. You're already on there. Now, you can't help support the stream, everybody. Before you go, take a quick minute. Go right down there. Pop on to YouTube. Hit that subscribe. Pop on over to Twitter. Hit that follow button. Really easy. Just click it right down there. You're good to go. Become part of the community. Pop on over to my Discord, discord.gg/Kismet, as well as you go to my website, see all of my cool stuff behind the scenes, how I do all these graphics, how I run my stream, what are all my equipment. You can even see a panoramic of my studio from behind the scenes if you want to check that out. At kismet.gg, you can just click on Studio Setup, and I've got a bunch of links in there of my different parts of my studio, including my graphic side, my streaming side, and of course my unboxing area. As well as I got a video all about it as well. You can see that on my YouTube as well. Now, of course, if you are awesome, just like Resident Spike, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, and so many other awesome, there's AMZ right there. Awesome people right down there. Then you can pop on over to Patreon. Patreon.com/Kismet is the very, best place to help support not only the stream, but also videos that I do. I literally do basically have thousands of videos up onto YouTube. I work incredibly hard behind the scenes, everybody. Don't make a dime doing this. I put every penny back into it, but I love doing it, and it's kept me alive for the last 7.5 years of incredibly fun here in the stream. And big things coming, everybody. Big things coming down the line. Tons of giveaways, tons of fun stuff for the whole rest of the year. Can't wait to have that fun with you as well. Thanks to all the peeps over here with the follows. Thanks for the great questions today. Thanks for all the sub love as well. And I will see you guys tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everybody. Time for the Kismet Love Train to roll out. Here we go. All right. See you tonight, 10 p.m. in about, I don't know, about 4 hours. See you then. Bye.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Help support more videos just like this one and keep the Kismet Love Train a-going by dropping by my Patreon and showing your support. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, AMZ, Carlos, Jeremiah, the Notorious TDK, and Scriplin. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.